Welcome to a presentation of Green Canyon High School Sports on 100.9 Light FM and CashValleyDaily.com. Brought to you by Green Canyon Boosters, Advanced Heating and AC, Mountain Shine Cleaning, Cache Valley Auto Care, Les Olson IT, Adams Wealth Advisors, DD Auto Salvage, Great Basin Graphics, Preston Watts Auto Collision, Napa Auto Parts, Young Automotive, and Cache Valley Daily. Now it's time for the Green Canyon Wolves on 100.9 Light FM.
Alrighty, folks, welcome in here to 100.9 Light FM. Apologize for the audio issues that we were having here at PG. Just some equipment stuff that you always have to deal with when you go on the road. Our first 3 games being down here in Utah County certainly does not simplify things. But we are grateful to all of you for tuning in on 100.9 Light FM and Cache Valley Daily for this game between Green Canyon and the Pleasant Grove Vikings. If you didn't quite hear in the first little bit, 7-0 lead for Green Canyon after a Houston Peremski receiving touchdown. Green Canyon taking their first offensive drive into the end zone after starting on the 29, stuffing Pleasant Grove on a 4th and 1. Now Green Canyon starts again on offense after receiving a punt. 4 penalties so far on Pleasant Grove through the first 4.5 minutes of this game, and that's certainly not helping, Jacob, but what have you seen so far?
Yeah, Pleasant Grove, again, those 4 flags going a little quickly here. Again, we were talking a little bit pregame. Stockton, not sure if that went out on the air, but both squads 0-2 this season, both hoping to get that first win under their belt for the season. Green Canyon's offense really starting to show some life here. We haven't seen that throughout the season thus far, but now really starting to show some life with that touchdown up for the first time this season on their first drive.
2nd down and 8 now for the Green Canyon offense. Perry takes a low snap, hands it off to Jenkins. Jenkins got caught in a hole and gets stuffed a yard behind the line. It'll be 3rd and 10 as Perry trots over for the play call.
Green Canyon's defense came up big, though, Stockton, in that first drive. Pleasant Grove started with the ball today. And, yeah, they got stuffed right there on the 20-ish, 30-ish yard line. Green Canyon took over about the 29 and was able to convert for a touchdown.
3rd and 10 now for Green Canyon. Their first 3rd and long situation of the evening. First quarter, just about 5 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. Perry holds for a second. Now Pleasant Grove's going to rush 4. Good block on that left side. Nice pass across the middle. Taken in by Peremski across the sticks. Gain of 13 for a Green Canyon first down.
Peremski coming up big again for Green Canyon. He had that touchdown earlier in the game. Big catch right there over the 45 and was able to run it out for a first down. Green Canyon's offense starting to move with that passing a little bit more than what we've seen, Stockton.
Now, we were just talking right before we managed to get the audio on the air, Jacob. It's a different look for Green Canyon. They seem to have upped the physicality this week. You could see it on 3rd down plays like that. Peremski just dogging his way forward for those extra yards to get to the sticks. Selman is going to be stuffed at the line to gain, though. Really good coverage by number 64, Michael Llewellyn. Excuse me. That'll keep it at 2nd and 10 from the Pleasant Grove 41. Green Canyon just across midfield. Working left to right in this first quarter. The Wolves in their all whites on the road with the black helmets. Pleasant Grove, white helmets, blue shirts, white pants. 2nd and 10. Perry switches Selman off to his right from the far side hash marks. Green Canyon's going to draw a man on that far side. Perry escaping pressure, dumps it off, but he threw it directly to a blue shirt. This is going to be a pick 6, Pleasant Grove. Panic and just a bad decision there from Carter Perry. This game is an extra point away from being tied.
Tough break there for Carter Perry, just trying to get rid of it, but threw it right into the hands of a Pleasant Grove defender. And Pleasant Grove will now, again, extra point away from tying this one up. And a tough break for the offense of Green Canyon that was really starting to show some life there in the beginning part of that drive.
That's Carter Perry's 5th interception of the season after throwing 3 last week at Springville. Another first quarter pick 6 for the transfer from Preston. And it looks like Pleasant Grove's going to go for 2 here. I would assume they just don't have a kicker.
That's what I've seen so far, Stockton. 2 opportunities to punt, and they did not do it. And it looks like everybody on the sideline for them has gloves on, so a little interesting from them.
Strange formation. 3-man offensive line, 4 bunched up on the left, 3 big men bunched up on the right. In the Wildcat, number 34 fumbles the snap, picked up by Green Canyon. It's going to be a dead ball, as it always is on the extra point attempts in high school. But we'll stay at 7-6 Green Canyon.
I don't even know what that was, Stockton. That was an interesting play call once again by Pleasant Grove. A little interesting, Stockton, today with some of their play calling. If you missed it, probably in that first half, that first drive for Pleasant Grove elected to go for it. And it was an interesting play call we saw. But yes, Green Canyon defense with an offense back out on Carter Perry. A tough interception, pick 6 there. But that offense, Stockton, not to overlook that. Still looking good today. Looking very solid. We've seen them be able to move down the field again that first drive with that touchdown. We mentioned it earlier. I'm not sure if it went out on the air as well, but Hayden Schramm, Stockton, big piece of this offense, receiver, one of the best 4A receivers here in the state of Utah, is out with a ankle sprain. That is not great for this Wolves team, but we're hoping to get him back next week. That's what we have overheard, and we'll see how Green Canyon can respond without that piece.
Had him leave that game in Springville in the first quarter after getting kind of thrown down and rolling over that ankle area. Now the kick. Maddox Webb puts his right foot into this one. It's going to be caught by Bryson Pabst at the 1-yard line, but we had whistles coming in as that ball was kicked. And I don't know why. Timeout called by Pleasant Grove, it would appear. Or did they call him offside? It's an offside on the kickoff for Pleasant Grove. Man, that's their 6th flag of the game, and we are only, 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. We're 8 minutes into this one, and they are piling up the laundry. Pabst is going to have a definitely returnable one now. (7-6) Green Canyon holds the lead after a bad snap on the 2-point attempt from Pleasant Grove. Here's the kick again. It's a low squib, this time bouncing right past Selman. It'll take several skips before it makes its way to Pabst at the 7. Pabst back across the 15, cutting to the middle of the field, breaks through one tackle. 3 more shirts find him, though, not getting a whole lot of help on the return. He's going to be taken down and marked down at the 16.
Yeah, there
Flags
will be a
flying
flag
after the play as well, hand fighting.
Yeah, he threw that ball right back at one of the PG defenders there, who was given a little extra tugs there at the end of that run, but threw the ball directly back in.
We'll see what the call is. This ball has been spotted at the 16 for now.
It's always the second guy, Stockton.
If this goes against Green Canyon, this will be going back 8 yards to the 8. They're pointing at Pleasant Grove right now.
Looks like it will be on Pleasant Grove.
I have to think it's either unsportsmanlike or unnecessary roughness, but Green Canyon getting an extra 15. They'll start this one at the 31.
Yeah, again, that extra tug there from Pleasant Grove at the end of that run, trying to get down.
Unnecessary roughness. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, just not needed there after that play. A lot of roughness.
Some extra throwing around.
Exactly.
Green Canyon has had to endure that through the first 2.5 weeks so far. Nice to see it get whistled tonight. Perry between 2 backs. He's going to hand this off to Selman around that left edge. Selman does pick up a couple. Falls down at the 33, 2nd and 8.
Stockton, you kind of mentioned there, kind of getting thrown around in the past few weeks. When we talked to Coach JT, those first 2 games were kind of going up against size. Provo, Springville, 2 very big schools, something that Green Canyon hasn't really experienced this season. A little rough start, just outsized. This PG game, though, it's skill that they're going up against, Coach JT told us, and it's going to be a test of what kind of skills they are able to produce.
2nd and 8, 3:18 to play in this one. Left to right, Green Canyon hands it off again, this time to Jenkins. Jenkins through the pile. He's going to squeeze his way through for another 3 yards. It's going to give Green Canyon a 3rd and 5.
I wonder if Coach JT is going to elect for a pass option here. We've seen that 2 mainly run, 1st, 2nd downs, then that 3rd down, try to get a pass off, but as we just saw, it did not work too well in their favor.
I've always been of the mind that it's best to give your quarterback an easy completion fresh off of an interception. However, Coach JT going to be a better football mind than I am, so we'll let him make the calls.
Absolutely.
3 receivers out right for Perry. He's going to roll right under pressure immediately, and he's sacked at the 31. Loss of 5 as the big man number 73, Jackson Mortensen, gets into the backfield. 6'4" as a junior, and Green Canyon is going to have to punt.
Yeah, Green Canyon will put this one away, relying on its defense to come up with a stop. Green Canyon, that run game, getting up 5 yards in those 2 run attempts. Looked a lot better on the ground than what we've seen, but that big sack there just kind of got right through that O-line. Big big D-line we're seeing from Pleasant Grove. Some size showing out there for the Vikings.
Holt back to punt, standing on his own 17 right now. Ball on the 32. Snap is good. Here comes the punt. It's a long punt from Holt. This one's going to go left, bounce inside the 30, and backspin Green Canyon's way. But a nice cut on the far sideline. Gets around 2 coverage men. Big hit, though, at the 33. And Pleasant Grove is going to start this drive with 67 yards to go. No flags that time. We'll get out of one play cleanly. Minute 45 to play in the first quarter at 7-6 Green Canyon.
Green Canyon defense looking really solid last week, Stockton. I know we mentioned it a little bit earlier, not sure if it went out, but again, 5 consecutive stops they had in that Springville game. Looking solid there. Doing lights out work here so far today. That only score coming off of that interception. Looks like we'll have a different quarterback out for PG.
Motion behind the backfield. It's going to be Ibarra rolling left. It's a designed keeper. He gets across the 35 to the 37. Pickup of 4, 2nd and 6.
I agree. Like you were saying, Stockton, that physicality showing there. Again, a big hit by the Wolves. Taking down Ibarra.
Ibarra's going to have a back off to his left. Offset tight end to his left, and then 2 receivers out there as well. It's a handoff up the middle. Tavake Wolfgram is only going to get 2 there. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Green Canyon knows this PG team hasn't punted today, so they're probably expecting to go 4 downs against this team. And a big stop here would be huge for Green Canyon.
Big 3rd down here for the Wolf defense, brought to you by Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning. You can schedule your service call on their website, advancedheating-ac.com. It's been AC season for quite some time, but hopefully we're getting to heating season soon enough here, Jacob.
I'm good with the hot air outside.
All right, you Houston boy.
Yeah.
Snap back to Ibarra on 3rd and 4. Takes a lot of time looking for options. Now he's going to be rushed, gets up to the sticks, and falls across the line to gain. He's going to get the half a yard he needed for the 1st down. This ball is going to be spotted at the 43. We might. No, they're going to wave the chains forward. No need to measure.
Yeah, Ibarra looking down the field at number 88, Landon Force Pointer. That secondary, though, for Green Canyon had him on lockdown, and they did a great job there by not allowing that pass to get off.
Great pursuit from the Wolves, number 54, Sawyer Rainey. Now a long pass down the left side, this time taken in. The reception, number 88, Landon Force Pointer.
That's exactly who we just mentioned there, Stockton. That exact play PG just did right there, and they were able to find Force Pointer. Green Canyon did a better job on that play before of locking down in the secondary, but there they were able to get that pass off, and they moved down the field pretty good there.
That's your first 12 minutes here on 100.9 Light FM and CashValleyDaily.com. Stockton Jukes and Jacob Pitcher here with you from Pleasant Grove High School. The Wolves lead the Vikings 7-6. A touchdown on either side, a failed 2-point conversion for the Vikings. Not much of a kicking staff here for the team in blue. We'll be right back for the second set of 12 minutes. This is Region 11 football, brought to you by Cache Valley Daily.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com.
When your car starts making that uh-oh noise, bring it to Cache Valley Auto Care. They speak fluent clunk and squeal. They'll fix it right without upselling things you don't need.
Welcome back into Pleasant Grove. It is 1st and 10 from the Green Canyon 46 for the Vikings, but they are going to run the ball around the right edge and lose a couple. back to the 48-yard line. 2nd and 12 coming up. Green Canyon's ball pursuit has been phenomenal so far today.
Defense been stellar for this Green Canyon team. We talked to Coach JT about that earlier in the season. He says his identity has kind of always relied on that defense, but he wants to improve on the offensive side. That defense, though, that identity really showing out here in these last 2 games.
2nd and 12 as Pleasant Grove marches left to right in this quarter. Green Canyon going to send 4. No, they're going to send 5 on the rush. They do get back there, tripped up. They get to Ibarra. He spins away from 2. Now rolling left. Lots of green grass in front of him. He'll get past the sticks, past a couple more Wolves before finally falling across the 30. Green Canyon had him dead to rights, got tripped up in the backfield, and Ibarra gains 15.
How about Ibarra there for being able to weave out of that 5-man rush he saw from the Wolves, make it downfield. I saw the secondary, though, for Green Canyon staying on that receiver down the field, not realizing Ibarra has broken free and a little tardy to the party, and he is able to pick up 15.
It actually is a gain of 20 now to the 28 for Pleasant Grove, just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the far side hash marks. It's a keeper. Great read, but tripped up. Flying in was Bryson Paps, getting enough of the ankle to put him on his back at the 26-yard line. Huge tackle by Paps in open space.
Yeah, sweeped out there. Beautiful look. Textbook tackle.
Excellent read and pull as well from Ibarra. He does that so well, and they sold that run to just about everyone except Bryson.
Sold me.
2nd and 8 from their own 26, from the Green Canyon 26. Pleasant Grove play action, drop back to throw, now rolling right under pressure. Green Canyon almost getting home. Ibarra floats one over the top, intercepted Bryson Pabst. Green Canyon ball at the 9.
That secondary, there it is again. Stockton showing out, looking great there. That was that last piece to that defense that needed to fully develop, and we see it there. Bryson Pabst reading that pass perfectly. Ibarra trying to force something that was not there. And the defense coming up again, 3 consecutive stops. It'll be Green Canyon's ball on the 9-yard line.
Bryson following the eyes to perfection on back-to-back plays, gets rewarded with his first defensive interception of the season, the 2nd for Green Canyon as a team. The Wolves will hold on to that 1-point lead, but they do have a 91-yard field ahead of them. Perry standing on his own 4 on the near side of the field. Green Canyon going right to left on offense in the 2nd quarter. Back on either side, Perry takes the snap. Immediate throw off to the right. Great curl route. Up to the 15, up to the 16. Gain of 7. Green Canyon has some breathing room.
Green Canyon getting a pass off here. We've probably seen 5 to 10 consecutive run attempts. And Green Canyon getting that pass off. Carter Perry.
They love throwing those quick hook, those designed quick curls right in front of the secondary.
That's kind of all they
down
need.
6 to 7 yards from the line.
That's all they need right now. If that run game's only getting you 4, switch to those curl routes and make them come to you. If not, beat them down the field and do a little trick play.
2nd and 3 now for Green Canyon. From their own 16, Perry again looking to his left. A nice quick out route and a first down for the Wolves up to the 22. Reception that time by number 84, Drage Briggs, the junior.
That'll move the chains for Green Canyon. First down here off 2 plays. Better than what we've seen so far. Starting to show a little bit of life here on the offensive end.
Cody Edelmeyer back onto the field for Green Canyon. He's going to go out wide right. Slot receiver between him and the formation is Houston Poremski. Out left is Briggs by himself. Perry's got 2 backs, 1 on either side. Takes the snap from the gun, hands this one off to Selman. A hole opens up momentarily, but does not stay open. It's a gain of 1 for Selman to the 22. Clock down to 8:40 now here in the 2nd quarter of action. Green Canyon leading 7-6 here on the road in Pleasant Grove. Their final road game to open the season, their final non-region game before they head back to open things up in North Logan for the first time next week. Super excited to be back at Green Canyon High with all of you. Jacob, unfortunately, making the trip out to Texas A&M for some Utah State football back to the homeland, so we will have a guest analyst with us next week. We'll let you know who that is at the end of this one. Another good run from Selman. That time picks up 3. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, heading back home to the homeland for a week. Super excited, though, to be back here at home in North Logan. It's only 5 minutes away from my apartment, so that's a lot better of a drive than what we've had these past few days.
Yeah, a lot better travel schedule for us for the next couple weeks. The only road trip we have left is Tooele at the beginning of October now, which is a relief. But man, oh man, it's something just a little bit more fun about playing at home.
You know, students and fans are ready to watch this team play. Showed out today on the visitor side, but again, way better to be home.
Perry with a single back to his left on 3rd and 6, switches to the right. He's going to drop to throw, looking to his right. It's a fade down the right sideline for Briggs. Briggs got tugged on his way back to the ball. They're not going to flag it. Perry is down hard as well after the throw.
Carter.
No flags on either occasion, but that was a pretty clear tug on Briggs as he tried to work back to the ball on the sideline, Jacob.
Perry got absolutely smoked there behind the line.
After the throw.
I mean smoked from the back, blind side almost.
He is absolutely just having a real hard time getting off the field.
Then absolutely just tugged down the field by the 50 was Green Canyon as well. That is just...
For how eager they've been to throw flags today, those are 2 plays that should have been flagged and they weren't.
Yeah, that's a tough break for Green Canyon, moving the chains there on their first drive. But no, that first set of downs, but yeah, that is just tough. Green Canyon again.
Perry's probably going to have to go into protocol for at least a little bit.
Looks like he was grabbing his arm there, so we'll see how he does when he comes back out.
Holt with the punt. Gets a hold of that one as well, end over end, all the way back to the 35. Fair catch called for. That one drops. It's going to roll. And Green Canyon will kill it at the 17. What a great bounce for the Wolves. 7 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And it's going to end up being a long field for Pleasant Grove, 83 yards between them and the end zone.
Green Canyon, 3 defensive stops we've seen from them. We'll see how they are able to do here on the defensive end. Again, that defense stock since last week has been lockdown, lights out, which is exactly what Green Canyon needs to be able to compete in these games.
Ibarra coming back out in the backfield for PG. He's going to be by himself back there. 3 receivers in a line off to his right, 2 slot receivers, and then a sole man out left. Now motion across the backfield, fake the jet sweep. It's a keeper for Ibarra through the middle. Beats a couple, and then finally gets hauled down by Parker Lowe.
Parker Lowe there. Looking solid as well.
Good work for Lowe. That's stick-to-stick running, though, again for Ibarra, and he's been tearing up the secondary for Green Canyon. 1st and 10 from the PG 27. Ibarra keeps it. Quick throw over the middle. A designed hook there for PG on the near side. Tackled at the spot of the catch with a gain of 6.
Pleasant Grove moving slowly there. And wonder what that was.
6.5 remaining in the second quarter. Still staying on these right side hash marks, near side of the field. PG going left to right again in the second quarter across your radio dial. Green Canyon looks to be sending 3 here. They are. They're going to sit the backs down. Another great sell on the fake by Ibarra. He's going to scamper out of bounds at the 37, just across the line to gain. It's another 1st and 10.
On that fake there, it looks like Ibarra read that Green Canyon was reading that run well and just kept that ball. Great decision by him as well.
He's making some great reads out of the backfield today.
He absolutely is on deciding when to hold that ball and just feeling out where Green Canyon defense is. They're picking up that run really well, but that ball's just not getting to that running back's hand.
From the Pleasant Grove 37, Ibarra keeps it again. Pabst in pursuit, got him. Bryson drops him for 7.
Textbook tackle there by Bryson Pabst. 2 big tackles and that interception, and that is huge for Green Canyon. Going to bump them back almost, 7 yards there.
2nd and 17 from their own 30 now after a couple good runs from Ibarra. Had no help on that one. We've got some score updates rolling in from around Region 11 as well. Mountain Crest leading the Logan Grizzlies 14-0 with 5 left in the second. And then another sack, that time with Eli Wheatley. A flag is down. I believe this is going to be on the... It is. It's a block in the back on Pleasant Grove. So bad gets worse, and then worse gets terrible.
Another flag for PG. Green Canyon is going to decline that.
Yeah, they're going to take the down instead of giving them another second down. The sack will go on the stats for Eli Wheatley. That's 2 in a row, and now we've got a 3rd down.
And a lot.
And 20 to go. 25, excuse me, 3rd and 25. Ball at the PG 22, line to gain PG 47. 5:20 remaining in the third. Motion now by himself in the backfield is Ibarra. Wheatley going around the left edge. Whistles on the snap. That's going to be offside on Green Canyon. They'll give 5 back. It'll be 3rd and 20.
Yeah, not what Green Canyon needed there, but still 3rd and 20, an opportunity for defense to do wonders here again and put a stop to this offense by PG.
Clock has resumed now after we are set for play. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. 3rd and 20 for the Vikings. Ibarra by himself looking to pass. Quick over the middle. Immediate stick. Excellent coverage for Green Canyon. They're all over the football today. And this time it's Braxton Bowman.
Braxton Bowman read that all the way. Fired up there on that tackle. And the defense comes up big again. 4th down for the Vikings here. It looks like they do have a punt team out.
Oh, so they do have a kicker.
Number 3.
It's Derek Brinton, listed as a linebacker and a tight end. The 6'2" junior takes the snap. Gets his foot into this one. Low end over end is going to take a Green Canyon bounce at the 34. Rolling back to the 36. It'll be a 64-yard field for Green Canyon. With 4:15 to go in the first half, this is prime scoring position.
An opportunity here for Pleasant Grove to do something big, and we'll have to see, an opportunity here for Green Canyon to do something big. That offense looking to see. We'll see which quarterback comes back out here, Stockton. I know Carter Perry took a big hit in that last play of that drive. Hopefully he will come back out, and it looks like it will be number 10, Ethan Monk.
It is Perry, though.
It is Perry. Yeah, there he is.
Perry's back out there. Monk's lined up as a slot receiver. 3 receivers outright for Perry, 1 to the left. Ball on the 36 with Selman to his right on the near side hash marks. Perry rolling right, designed rollout. Looking down the field, wide open across the middle. That's Houston Peremski. Easy first down to the 48.
Peremski there again. That receiver kind of filling in that role we've seen from Ashcroft right now with him out for that injury. We're seeing him really step up on the receiving end, finding ways to get open looks for Carter Perry.
It's that fade out concept on the far side there. You see Peremski go about 15 yards downfield and then just immediately cut outside while you have, it looked like, who was that on the far side? Edelmeyer running the fade down the far side. You can't defend 2 guys at once. Wide open spot. Now here's Perry again, looking to his right. He's going to be flushed out to the right. Dragged down from behind. There's a flag at the line of scrimmage. Perry stays on his feet for the time being. Now the whistles come in. As it stands, a loss of 4. We'll see who the flag's on.
Yeah, that flag came flying in by one of the back judges there.
Clock's still running. It should have stopped a long time ago, now at 3:47. They'll probably put a few seconds back on here. It's going to be a hold on Green Canyon. Ten-yard penalty against Green Canyon from the 48 will make it 1st and 20 from the 38. No, they decline it. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 48.
Interesting call. Looks like there was a...
They'll take the sack. That's what's happening here. It'll be 2nd and 14.
Yeah, 4-yard loss there with the down gone. Interesting call. I like that idea.
I think I agree with that because you want to give your guy the stat when you can. Perry, Selman to his left, 3 receivers also to his left. Now looking right, one-on-one. Has Edelmeyer down the right sideline. Finally in lockstep with his receiver, and Edelmeyer is fired up. Just burnt his man down that right side.
There's that break that Green Canyon offense needed down the field. Edelmeyer along the edge almost stays in balance. If he does, that's all the way in. But a great connection there from Carter Perry to Edelmeyer. And Green Canyon is in great field position, just like that first drive that we saw earlier in this one.
Back to the red zone for the Wolves, brought to you by Young Automotive. Think young, drive young. 3:28 remaining in this one. Clock stopped after Edelmeyer crossed out of bounds at the 20. Perry hands it off to Selman through the middle. Gets a couple blocks, and this time Selman's going to bowl his way forward for 6.
Pleasant Grove with the rush there. That blitz reads that well, goes around the outside, breaks through a couple tackles, and gets a few more yards than what we've seen from him today. And Green Canyon in great field position with 3:07 left to play. Green Canyon, though, will get the ball back at the half here, Stockton, so they do have an opportunity to put a nice score up and then finish it off here coming back in on the second half.
Second down, 4 to go. At the 15, Green Canyon on the far side of the field. Same formation, 3 off to the left for Perry with Selman to his right in the backfield. Designed keeper for Perry. He's trying to go around the right edge. He's only going to get a yard. It'll make it 3rd and 3.
That was picked up really well from...
And a timeout called by Pleasant Grove with 2:36 remaining in the half. That'll be their second of the half. All 3 timeouts remaining for Green Canyon. I think the game plan here has just got to be try and punch this through for first down on the ground and let that clock run.
Punch through, get a first down, run out that clock.
And if you can take PG's last time out before they get the ball back, that would be huge as well.
That would be great. And we'll have to see what Coach JT's thinking here. It's going to be 3rd and 3. So it will be...
Now, again, I'll remind everyone, JT's a much greater football mind than I am. But if it's me, I'm taking Houston Poremski back to the middle and running that designed hook route 6 yards across the sticks. That's all you need, and then you can really run that clock.
That's pretty much been a guarantee this season we've seen from Poremski and Carter Perry. We saw that pretty heavily in that Springville game. Springville started to pick that up. But Green Canyon could even go to that curl route and then burn PG down the field. You kind of have that opportunity in your back pocket. But again, Coach JT, much better football mindset than we have in this offense. He's doing wonders today. The 1 score on the board and an opportunity for another one. It's really been all Green Canyon here today, Stockton.
Perry's got a back on either side at 3rd and 3 from the 13. Pleasant Grove showing rush. They are going to rush. Perry held up in the backfield. He's going to be sacked at the 20. Consistently on 3rd and short, Pleasant Grove is sending 6 at least, and they're getting home. Perry banged up again, this time
taking a beating.
Stumbling back from the line. This is going to be 4th and 10 for Green Canyon. I think this is a pretty clear Tanner Holt situation. But Jacob, you're shaking your head. You disagree.
I don't know. I like the idea. You know, it's a preseason game. You're up by 7. You kind of have the dominance, at least on the defensive end. You know that you can stop this PG squad. I say almost give it a shot, go for it. You know that PG is going to blitz, maybe heavy up the line, do a one-on-one along that route on that far side even. We'll have to see what Coach JT thinks here, but I like the idea about going for it, Stockton. You really have nothing to lose here in this situation. You still have a whole other second half to play, and you're really holding all the cards when it comes to the defense against this PG team.
I like your reasoning there, Jacob, but it is going to be Tanner Holt.
It will.
Off on the right hash mark, this will be a 36-yarder for Holt. Well within his wheelhouse. Slight breeze into the face. Green Canyon looking for a 4-point lead. A reminder, they'll get the ball back after halftime as well. Good snap, hold, and kick. That one has plenty of distance, and that is straight down the middle. 10-6 Green Canyon.
You're right there, Stockton. Coach JT taking the guaranteed points. 10-6 Green Canyon, and Pleasant Grove coming back on. The defense, an opportunity, come a 4-0 out. An opportunity to flip this field and get some points on the board even more before we go to the break.
And you can just see snap by snap, aside from Carter Perry, who might not know what neighborhood he's in right now. They're just gaining confidence. They're gaining momentum, gaining physicality, absorbing hits, running through contact. And even though Pleasant Grove has not made this easy on them, like you said, Jacob, they're the better team right now, and it's been a while since we've been able to say that.
And it's great to be able to say that. I know it's been kind of a rough few games for this Green Canyon team this season, but really looking like a completely different squad today. A lot of pros we are seeing from them. It's been a lot of fun to watch. They're doing their best with what they can throughout the season, and it's been a lot of fun to watch.
Long kickoff from Green Canyon. It's another touchback. I'm not sure that Tanner Holt's given anyone a returnable kick yet this year.
Not yet.
So Green Canyon will have 80 yards to defend. Clock showing 2:21. No more timeouts remaining for Pleasant Grove after taking that final timeout before the Green Canyon field goal. So Going to be looking for those sidelines, going to be looking for those quick 12-yard gains so the clock stops while the chains move. Let's see how Green Canyon's able to read. Already an interception for Paps today. 1 turnover per side in this first half. And both teams doing well to get into the backfield when required. 1st and 10 from the far side of the field. On their own 20. It's a keeper. Play action over the middle. Great pickup. That's exactly what you were looking for. 12 yards. Make it 15 after the catch. 16 to the 36.
Isaac Polson there, the linebacker,
Clock running again, now down to 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Ibarra by himself in the backfield. 3 off to his right, 2 receivers to his left. Looking left, over the middle, dropped. Hit his intended target in the chest, and it was dropped by Ryder Huntsman.
Yeah, wide open look there for PG. Just slid, bounced that there. But Pleasant Grove looking down the field a little bit more, I could say, pizzazz to this drive so far, trying to get down the field in the time frame they have.
Ibarra has a back to his right this time. Sole receiver on the right side of the formation, a trio bunched up on the left. Ibarra looking left, immediately under pressure, and he's sacked. First touch to Sawyer Rainey with an assist. Green Canyon's big number, 8-1, Trey Fairbanks getting back there. Half a sack each, and that's going to keep the clock rolling back inside the Pleasant Grove 30.
And this is good field position for Green Canyon right now. 3rd down for them. If they can get one more stop here and keep them back, they might have an opportunity to flip this field.
90 seconds remaining in the half. 3rd down and a lot to go. It's going to be, it looks like 3rd and 18. Ibarra by himself in the backfield, needing to throw, scrambles through the middle of the pocket, has a wide open man, and it's dropped on the sideline, through the hands, touched both palms of Tavake Wolfgram. Could not come in with it. If he catches that, he's in the end zone.
I just want to point out really quick, Eli Wheatley here on the near side rushing there. He just absolutely overpowered his man on that O-line from PG. Like, when I say it, dude, he literally just shoved him right over and was right on it, on Ibarra there. But he got that pass off just in time. But Eli Wheatley, have yourself that physicality really showing out on that defense here today.
Almost blocked on the punt. They do finally get that off at the 39. It's taken in by Paps. He's hit at the spot. Does manage to bowl his way forward to the 42. They'll give him the 43. Clock will stop. 1:03 to go in the half, and Green Canyon's got all 3 timeouts, Jacob. You can't really draw it up better.
All 3 timeouts here. Now, what Green Canyon needs to do is be smart. Again, we had that pick 6 earlier in the game, kind of just that throw just to get it off.
But they finally did connect on one of those sideline fades not too long ago.
Do a couple hook routes, get this team thinking you're going to play it short to the end, and then burn them down the field on a one-on-one. That's what I would say. But again, I'm not Coach JT. Coach JT has a plan ready for this opportunity. 1:03. Again, 3 timeouts, Stockton. That's that key right now for Green Canyon. They got those 3 timeouts to work with.
Perry has Selman to his left. Rolls out to the left off the snap, looking for the throw. Dumps it off quickly. That'll be a gain of 7 for Green Canyon. Clock will continue to run. No timeout coming from that sideline. I think Green Canyon's happy to run this clock out. And if they take a 4-point lead into the halftime break, that's fine because they get the ball back. Perry again, clock down to 40 seconds. Takes the snap from the near side hash marks. 5 coming for PG. They almost get home. That's a late hit. That is a very, very late hit. And no flag comes in. On the throw, that was Green Canyon's number 8.
Hayden Schramm.
Hayden Schramm?
No.
That can't be. That has to be Perry. That has to be Carter Perry with the New Jersey. Because Hayden's in a boot. Hayden's not playing.
Well, why would he have a New Jersey?
I wonder if something happened on the last drive. That's why his shoulder pads were sticking out.
He has been getting tugged on pretty heavily.
Yeah.
Throughout the day.
I think Carter Perry's wearing number 8 right now. Clock is stopped at 31.7 to play in the half. Perry gets the hard count, gets him offside. Free first down.
That's sweet what Green Canyon needed. Not if you're Pleasant Grove, but Green Canyon knows they're just getting blitzed here in this final few seconds. And very, very smart hard count there by Carter Perry.
That's big brain time from Carter Perry. And a timeout called by Green Canyon. They'll keep the clock stopped at 31-7 with a 1st and 10 across midfield. 46 yards between them and the end zone. You'd think they probably need 26 of those to put a field goal attempt into the air.
Yeah, a couple more. Maybe a big pass here, get another field goal up. But a good hard count there. And that has to be Carter Perry there in number 8. So, yeah, Carter Perry wearing number 8 now after getting his jersey tugged on probably like 4 times in that last drive there, Stockton. So we'll have to see that.
Some more score updates for you from around the region. Ridgeline up 21-0 at Brighton with 5:48 to play in the first half. Mountain Crest, 2 quick scores within 45 seconds of each other, going from 14-0 against Logan with 5:53 to play in the second. Now they lead 28-0 with 2:17 to go in the first half. Skyview also playing Spanish Fork. The Bobcats hosting the 4A reigning champions. It's 10-7 Spanish Fork halfway through the second quarter. Perry takes the snap, looks left. Quick out. This time it's taken in and quickly run out of bounds by Edelmeyer.
Great job by Edelmeyer there to get out of bounds. Only burned about 3 seconds off that clock.
28.2 to play in the half. A gain of 5 makes it 2nd and 5. Still 2 timeouts for JT.
I don't know where their play clock is, Stockton.
I don't think they have one. Which
interesting.
I didn't know was legal. Perry takes the snap, designed roll right. He's going to cut the roll short and hit the feet of his intended receiver. It looks like Ethan Monk out of the slot was the target. Just couldn't get it all the way there. 3rd and 5.
Now,
that might have been an intentional underthrow there by Perry. Just seeing Ethan not in a spot to get the clock stopped, but who really knows? 24.2 remaining in the second quarter. Again, Green Canyon getting the ball back after our halftime break here in Pleasant Grove. Perry with the back to his left. It's Sam Selman. 3 receivers out to his right. Looking left, though. Now he's going to take off through the middle of the pocket up to the 35. Tackled right there with a 1st down, and Green Canyon's going to stop the clock.
Now, right here, this field position for Green Canyon is a long field goal for Tanner Holt. And I think Coach JC...
Yeah, it'll be a 52-yarder. That is not something that a high schooler is capable of.
We'll see Coach JT can get a few more yards out for Tanner Holt, or if will run this clock out.
Now, we did see Tanner putting up some 50-plussers at a kicking camp about a month ago. Almost hit the 57 mark is, I believe, the highest attempt that he had. In a game situation, though, very different when you've got 8 guys bearing down on you.
Yeah, you need a lot of power there on that field goal he made just a few minutes ago. So I am interested to see if Coach JT is going to give him an opportunity here on this one, or if he is going to run out this clock, or if he's just going to go for a deep ball and try to get 6 up on the board.
Well, right now he's got Bryson lined up by himself out on that far side with, it looks like, Monk in the slot between them. Cody Edelmeyer out on the left side, one-on-one, draws man on that near side. Selman off to the right of Perry in the backfield. Perry on the 40, takes the snap. Designed roll right. Selman can't get the block down, but a great secondary block from Jenkins. Now a quick throw at Bryson Paps, knocked out of his hands. Great coverage from the Viking defense. It was Adam Wright on the assignment.
Yeah, Adam Wright getting that fist in there, not letting Green Canyon get a clean play on that ball. But yeah, flushed out of the pocket really quick was Carter Perry there, but a great secondary block we have seen. And this might be one of the last solid plays Green Canyon will be able to get off. And let's hope they can connect and get a few more yards here for Tanner Holt.
11 seconds on the clock, 2nd and 10 from the 35. They're going to go quick out to Bryson Pabst across the 30, and Pabst dropped it. Tried to run before he had the ball. You can't do that, kid.
I wonder if they'll have a keeper here for Carter Perry, try to get him.
6 seconds left in the half. You have to go quick out, probably across the 25.
Set up one
and
timeout.
then set up for the field goal, but you have to get out of bounds. No, you do have timeout.
They have one timeout left.
Okay, all right. I changed my mind. Designed 12-yard curl right over the middle of the field because they've been going sideline tonight. The middle is probably going to be open.
Coach JT called over Ethan Monk there, number 10.
Yep, Monk's in the slot. He's got inside of him, that's Houston Poremski also in the slot. Edelmeyer by himself out left. Perry looking right. There it is, the design curl right to the 30-yard line. They're going to get him down at the 31 and a timeout called by JT with 2.2 to play.
This is going to be a big field goal.
48-yard field goal for Tanner Holt coming up. Man, if he hits this, I'm throwing my headset. 48 yards is not a high school field goal most of the time.
Unless you're Tanner Holt, like you said, dropping some 50-plus bombs in a camp just earlier, a couple of weeks ago. And Skyview, a score update for you there. They just actually made a 45-yard field goal to end the half just a moment ago. So we'll see if Green Canyon can replicate this. Now,
something in the water for these Cache Valley kids, man. Back when I was in high school, back in the day,
okay,
we didn't have that kind of lake power.
What year?
Don't talk to me about that.
Okay.
2.2 to play here in the half. It's going to be a 48-yarder for Holt from just inside the right hash mark. The breeze that was in his face previously has gone away. It's a high snap. The hold is good. The kick is short by a good 5 yards. Don't think he got all of that one. And it's going to stay 10-6 as we head to halftime. Green Canyon will get the ball back after the break. Jacob, we haven't seen this good of football for Green Canyon since last year, but they're playing a great game tonight.
They are playing a fantastic game. Stockton, like we've been saying, that defense really showing up today, and that offense starting to show some energy underneath. 6-10, Green Canyon leading, honestly, for the first time this season, especially going into a half. Green Canyon, a lot to be proud about going into this halftime, but a lot to think about on how you can continue to put more points up on the board. But overall, a very positive outing we have been seeing, and it's going to be great to watch here in the second half when Green Canyon gets the ball to start this one off.
Wolves lead it by 4 as they head to, probably not the locker room, probably just behind the press box here on the road. It's your Mountain Shine Cleaning halftime break on 100.9 Light FM and Cache Valley Daily. The Green Canyon Boosters would like to say thank you to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports. Another big thank you to Cache Valley Auto Care. Honest work, fair prices, no upsells, and no pressure. Cache Valley Auto Care, proud sponsor of Region 11 Sports on Cache Valley Daily. Stick with us. Jacob Pitcher here. I'm Stockton Jukes. We'll be right back with half number 2.
On 200 East in Logan.
From day one, right down the street, to present day, all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, they believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
Need a spotless home, office, or construction site? Mountain Shine Cleaning gets it done right. Fast, reliable, detailed. Call 435-361-5130. That's 435-361-5130. Shine with the pros at Mountain Shine.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young Automotive Group's Cache Valley dealerships, it's our privilege to call Logan home. We not only work to provide you with an exceptional customer experience, but take care of the community. We're committed to driving Logan forward. Visit Young Automotive in Logan today.
Great Basin Graphics does custom t-shirts and creates graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Amazing colors and designs that seem to jump off the t-shirt. Go to greatbasingraphics.com.
Great Basin Graphics. We made you look.
Green Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
When your car starts making that uh-oh noise, bring it to Cache Valley Auto Care. They speak fluent clunk and squeal. They'll fix it right without upselling things you don't need. Cache Valley Auto Care, behind Home Depot on 200 East in Logan.
From day one, right down the street, to present day, all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, they believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
Need a spotless home, office, or construction site? Mountain Shine Cleaning gets it done right. Fast, reliable, detailed. Call 435-361-5130. That's 435-361-5130. Shine with the pros at Mountain Shine.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young Automotive Group's Cache Valley dealerships, it's our privilege to call Logan home. We not only work to provide you with an exceptional customer experience, but take care of the community. We're committed to driving Logan forward. Visit Young Automotive in Logan today.
Great Basin Graphics does custom t-shirts and creates graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Amazing colors and designs that seem to jump off the t-shirt. Go to greatbasingraphics.com.
Great Basin Graphics. We made you look.
Green Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
When your car starts making that uh-oh noise, bring it to Cache Valley Auto Care. They speak fluent clunk and squeal. They'll fix it right without upselling things you don't need. Cache Valley Auto Care, behind Home Depot on 200 East in Logan.
From day one, right down the street, to present day, all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, they believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
Need a spotless home or construction site? Mountain Shine Cleaning gets it done right. Fast, reliable, detailed. Call 435-361-5130. That's 435-361-5130. Shine with the pros at Mountain Shine.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young Automotive Group's Cache Valley dealerships, it's our privilege to call Logan home. We not only work to provide you with an exceptional customer experience, but take care of the community. We're committed to driving Logan forward. Visit Young Automotive in Logan today.
Great Basin Graphics does custom t-shirts and creates graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Amazing colors and designs that seem to jump off the t-shirt. Go to greatbasingraphics.com.
Great Basin Graphics. We made you look.
Green Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
When your car starts making that uh-oh noise, bring it to Cache Valley Auto Care. They speak fluent clunk and squeal. They'll fix it right without upselling things you don't need. Cache Valley Auto Care, behind Home Depot on 200 East in Logan.
From day one, right down the street, to present day, all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, they believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
Need a spotless home, office, or construction site? Mountain Shine Cleaning gets it done right. Fast, reliable, detailed. Call 435-361-5130. That's 435-361-5130. Shine with the pros at Mountain Shine.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young Automotive Group's Cache Valley dealerships, it's our privilege to call Logan home. We not only work to provide you with an exceptional customer experience, but take care of the community. We're committed to driving Logan forward. Visit Young Automotive in Logan today.
Great Basin Graphics does custom t-shirts and creates graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Amazing colors and designs that seem to jump off the t-shirt. Go to greatbasingraphics.com.
Great Basin Graphics. We made you look.
Green Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
When your car starts making that uh-oh noise, bring it to Cache Valley Auto Care. They speak fluent clunk and squeal. They'll fix it right without upselling things you don't need. Cache Valley Auto Care, behind Home Depot on 200 East in Logan.
From day one, right down the street, to present day, all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, they believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
Need a spotless home or construction site? Mountain Shine Cleaning gets it done right. Fast, reliable, detailed. Call 435-361-5130. That's 435-361-5130. Shine with the pros at Mountain Shine.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young Automotive Group's Cache Valley dealerships, it's our privilege to call Logan home. We not only work to provide you with an exceptional customer experience, but take care of the community. We're committed to driving Logan forward. Visit Young Automotive in Logan today.
Great Basin Graphics does custom t-shirts and creates graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Amazing colors and designs that seem to jump off the t-shirt. Go to greatbasingraphics.com.
Great Basin Graphics. We made you look.
Green Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
When your car starts making that uh-oh noise, bring it to Cache Valley Auto Care. They speak fluent clunk and squeal. They'll fix it right without upselling things you don't need. Cache Valley Auto Care, behind Home Depot on 200 East in Logan.
A pleasant night in Pleasant Grove so far for the Green Canyon Wolves. They lead 10-6 after the half, and they are set to return the opening second half kickoff. Stockton Jukes here with Jacob Pitcher off to my right at Pleasant Grove High School on a beautiful night in Utah County. Opening kickoff is high and long. That's going to take Pabst into the end zone for a touchback.
It's all smiles over there. Stockton Green Canyon up at the half, 10-6 here with one more half to play. That defense showing out thus far for Green Canyon, looking solid, and that offense starting to show some signs of life. We had that touchdown scored earlier by Green Canyon. Stockton, why don't you explain a little bit about that?
It was Poremski with the run, and it really looked to me like when they got in the red zone, it looked to me like Pabst had extended over the pylon on the corner. They did mark him out at the half-yard line here on the near sideline, but Poremski punching that one through, and then a Tanner Holt field goal brings us to 10-6. That 4-point cushion for Green Canyon has the potential to grow here with this opening drive. 1st and 10 from the 20. It's a quick pitch off to the left side for Bryson Pabst out of the backfield. Bryson's going to bowl his way through a couple bodies and get all the way up to the 27 before the whistles blow. They'll give him the 28 on forward progress.
Bryson Pabst using his strength and speed to get a few more yards out of that. That's going to be an 8-yard run there for Pabst, and it's going to be 2nd and 2 for Green Canyon.
Second half action coming to you here on 100.9 Light FM and Cache Valley Daily, brought to you by DD Auto and Salvage. Cache Valley's #1 place to get the most money for junk vehicles and scrap metal. They'll pick up for you too. 435-787-1204. Now it's 2nd and 2 with a back on either side of Carter Perry. Again, Perry wearing the number 8 throughout the remainder of this game with Hayden Schramm being out. Nice handoff to Micah Jenkins, who almost broke through the second level. Ends up falling down on the 35 for a first down.
That offense moving on the run game. We saw this kind of happen last week as well. Stockton, Green Canyon are really starting to pick up that movement on the ground in that second half, and that's kind of what we're seeing here now. Green Canyon, 2 big runs in a row, moves the chains early here.
11 minutes on the game clock, a minute off here in the second quarter. Perry between 2 backs again, right between the hash marks. It's a handoff to Selman this time. He picks up some steam across the line of scrimmage, but doesn't have much space. It's a gain of 2. They're actually only going to give him 1. The spot on the 36. 2nd and 9 for Green Canyon coming up. Clock still running down to 10.5. Right to left is Green Canyon's attack in this third quarter. Perry, 2nd and long. Quick handoff up the middle. Gives it back to Jenkins. Jenkins gets to the 35 and then gets tugged back from behind. Strong work by the run coverage of Pleasant Grove makes it 3rd and 10.
Pleasant Grove starting to pick up on that run game from Green Canyon. Now might be the chance to look down the field. Maybe a little curl route gets you a little bit closer to that first down mark here. But be smart with the ball. Do not want to give over any turnovers on this side of the field. And we'll see what Coach JT has in his sleeve for this one.
3rd and long, behind schedule here. Green Canyon just a single back off to the right of Perry. 3 receivers off to his right. It's a designed keeper for Perry. Punches across the 35. He's only going to get a yard, though. Never had a chance, and Green Canyon will be punting from their own 36.
Looks promising early on that drive for Green Canyon, then slowed down there just a bit. Green Canyon will turn over on downs, and that is very unfortunate for the Wolves. And now it's time for the defense to put on a showing and stop this.
We've got a timeout called by Pleasant Grove, and we've got an extra man that was on the field getting yelled at by his head coach.
It's going to be number 51, Harvey Roundy, on the field a little bit longer than he should have been.
Just a sophomore there.
Don't think Green Canyon was aware that was even happening and unable to get that snap off in time. So Pleasant Grove will burn their first timeout of the half, just a little under 3 minutes in. And that's just another kind of almost mental mishmash we've been seeing from Pleasant Grove today. Stockton, like we've been saying, they had a handful of penalties, 4 flags in 4 minutes there in the first quarter, in the first 4 minutes of the game.
Surprisingly undisciplined, you'd have to say, for a team, dropping down from 6A to 5A this year with a lot of size and talent.
Yeah.
You would think that there'd be some more discipline, but you can kind of see how those first 3 games ended up 35-3 and 45-19.
Going up against American Fork that first week, a big 6A contending team.
Here's the snap for the punt. Holt from just over his own 20. This one's going to go out of bounds. Way right. It crossed over at the 41-yard line. So it'll be a 59-yard field for Pleasant Grove. They're actually going to bring it back to the 40, and even 60 yards to go for the Vikings.
Green Canyon's defense against Stockton been showing out today. Almost flawless as well. The only score for Pleasant Grove coming off of that pick 6 interception. Now they have an opportunity to keep that stat sheet clean with a big stop here.
First offensive drive of the second half for Pleasant Grove, and they've got a new quarterback taking the snaps. Tavake Wolfgram again in the Wildcat, fakes the handoff. He's going to take off left himself, runs into some white shirts, 3 yards from the line. It's a pickup of 3 for 2nd and 7.
He was wearing gloves there, Stockton. I don't think a pass was even kind of on the radar there. Probably just a QB run.
Yeah, only time that Wolfgram has taken snaps has been out of the Wildcat designed runs. Green Canyon's defense back out onto the field here in the second half, brought to you by Great Basin Graphics. They do custom t-shirts, detailed embroidery, and they create graphic designs that will get your business noticed. Proud sponsor of Green Canyon football and athletics. Now here's the snap. Back into the game, quickly firing over the middle. That ball was tipped. Pabst did not see the tip. Well-timed hit there, but he had the chance for the interception if he would have seen that deflection. 3rd and 7 coming up after Ibarra just left that one a little too low.
Just a little too low, tipped off that Green Canyon defensive line, who's putting on a show today, bringing the pressure to the Vikings squad as they're going to move quickly here.
3rd and 7, Ibarra with a back to his right. Hands that off around the left edge. Good blocking, but better pursuit from Green Canyon will make it 4th down and 5. The defensive identity really starting to develop for JT and company.
Starting to identify is correct. I mean, that's the thing Coach JT told us that his team has been known by in the past, and we've seen that from this squad last year. A huge defensive outing, as it will be 4th down here.
4th and 4, offense on the field. Trio of receivers bunched off to the left of Ibarra. He's got a back to his left in the backfield. Takes the snap. Quick screen off to the left side. He's not going to get there. It's another turnover on downs at the 49. Pleasant Grove making another confusing 4th down call inside their own 50. And Green Canyon has a short field for the second time tonight.
Green Canyon has an opportunity to replicate what they did in that first quarter of the game. Put another 7 or 6 or 7 up on the board here. Just at the 49 on the Pleasant Grove side. A huge opportunity for this offense to really start to continue getting those reps and getting down that scoring that they are just slowly starting to get back.
1st and 10 from the Pleasant Grove 49 for Perry. Switches Selman off to his right, takes the snap, looking left. Now down the right sideline. Mismatch. Edelmeyer couldn't bring it in.
I like the look. I like the look there, Stockton. One-on-one there with Edelmeyer down the side, and he almost brings that in. Pleasant Grove secondary on him, though. Got a hand in the way, but that is a look that Green Canyon has been looking at tonight. Just in and out, but that's something I hope they keep referring to because that looked very pretty if it connects.
Edelmeyer's burnt Adam Wright already down that right side tonight for a good pickup of over 25 yards. That time just dropped by Edelmeyer. I'm not sure Adam Wright had anything to do with it. 7:51 remaining in the third quarter. Perry on 2nd and 10, looking left to throw. Quickly over the middle, taken in by Peremski at the 44. Forward progress has him at a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, big hit there, but Green Canyon still made up the yards.
They spot the ball at the 43 on forward progress, giving the extra yard, so it will be 3rd down, 4 to go.
Green Canyon starting to really settle in on that passing game here, but now they need to stay consistent and settle down. Don't try to force anything that happens. Absorb the pressure and just make solid, clean passes. And we'll see what Green Canyon elects to do here on 3rd and just about 5.
3 receivers off to the right. Selman off to the right of Perry in the backfield, and then it's Edelmeyer one-on-one on the left sideline. Perry looking over the middle on the right side. That one in and out of the arms of Bryson Pabst. Great hit. The physicality jarring that thing loose, and it was Cannon Smith, the senior, making the play for Pleasant Grove.
It looks like Coach JT is discussing it with his coaching staff, see if he is going to go for it on 4th down, but I'm not 100% sure, and it looks like, yes.
They are going to pull the offense off and get rid of this one. Which, the ball's at the 43.
Solid defense.
If Tanner Holt can place this inside the 10, Green Canyon's defense could do something interesting.
Are we going to see a fake here, maybe? I wonder.
They're sending the offense back out, and they're moving quickly. No, it's Tanner Holt. Green Canyon trying to catch PG, but they're going to have an illegal shift on Green Canyon. An illegal shift is going to set Green Canyon back 5 yards. Makes it 4th and 9, and that should make the decision a lot easier.
I wonder if that was maybe a part of their game plan, Stockton. Get back another 5 yards, set Tanner Holt up a little bit easier, has a big boot on him. So we will see where he is able to place this one.
Bad snap at his ankles. Holt does recover, gets it away before the block. It's off to the right side, takes a Green Canyon bounce, and will stop on the 21.
Yeah, rough.
Yikes.
Yeah, rough snap.
Catch your breath.
Green Canyon just needs to slow down here in this one and just play textbook football. They got it off, though, which is great to hear and great to see. Pleasant Grove will be set up here on the 21-yard line, and Green Canyon's defense will be tested again. They know that they will need to go 4 downs deep, essentially, with this team. And I have a feeling this Green Canyon defense will put up a stand like they've been doing throughout the game today.
Pleasant Grove offense was taking a minute to come out of the huddle there.
It's interesting. We still cannot figure out where their play clock is, Stockton, so it's kind of hard to know how much time.
I'm not sure they have one, which I didn't know you could do. But there's not one on the scoreboard. There's not one on the ground. Now it's another Wildcat snap to Wolfgram around the left edge, and he's only going to pick up a couple once again. Green Canyon's got that read well.
They're reading it well. A little bit tougher for Green Canyon with Ibarra. But for him, they got him kind of dialed in right now. And it looks like they're going to bring Ibarra back out onto the field. Number 2 there, getting his signals from his coach.
Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6, line to gain at the 31. Quick snap and a handoff from Ibarra. Fake the handoff, kept it himself, gets dragged down to the backfield. Excellent pursuit once again by Green Canyon's pass rush, and they have been on fire tonight. We haven't seen the line on both sides of the ball for Green Canyon struggled tremendously through the first 8 quarters of the season. It's been a new unit tonight. They look phenomenal.
This defense was showing out last week, Stockton, but even better here tonight. Just absolutely reading that run play exceptionally well.
Makes it 3rd down and 8 from Pleasant Grove's own 23. Far side of the field, Ibarra fakes the handoff. Looking to throw over the middle, now rolls off to his right, under pressure. Rainey dropping in, high pass, flag flies behind the play. I think this is going to go against Green Canyon. And if they call that a PI, that's a terrible call.
Looks like that is what they are going to call, Stockton, and they are.
They do call pass interference there on Green Canyon's number 24, number 24 for Green Canyon is Cash Cragen. Awful call. One hand over the shoulder to knock that ball down. Never got 2 hands on the nameplate. Never made a tug. Never pulled his arms back.
And the coaching staff over there for Green Canyon is besides themselves right now.
As they should be. That was a beautiful coverage play by Cash Cragen, and Pleasant Grove got bailed out.
Bailed out indeed, but this Green Canyon defense, Stockton, still playing lights out. I'm not sure if that call is going to save them from being able to move down this field.
1st and 10 from their own 38 now with 5:20 remaining. Ibarra looking to throw over the middle, nearly sacked again from behind. Now a long throw over the middle, dropped! Ethan Passy had a wide open lane to the end zone. The crowd knew it. He heard footsteps, and he did not catch the football.
That is one he's going to
think. That's 3 times tonight for Pleasant Grove that an easy 6 has gone through the fingertips.
That one he will think about for a while here. The crowd just extinguishing the energy on that dropped ball, and that is brutal there.
Heartbreaking,
for the
man.
junior.
What a great route from Passy. Burnt that secondary for Green Canyon, had 3 yards of space in any direction, right over the middle of the field. Ibarra drops one on a platter, and he can't pull it in. 2nd and 10. Ibarra pulls this one. No, he does hand it off, but that's a bad decision. They're going to lose yardage. A loss of 3 back to the 35 will make it 3rd and 13.
This is just a completely different physical team, Stockton. They are going after these tackles like we have not seen them this season, whipping down their opponents, and it's a lot of fun to watch this defensive identity truly starting to show its colors again.
Tongue-in-cheek for me, Jacob.
Yeah.
Ball don't lie on those last 2 plays.
Exactly.
3rd and 13 from their own 35. Motion across the back of the backfield. Now a trio bunched up in the slot off to the left. They motion him back across the formation. Snap comes in. Ibarra looking to throw. 5-man rush for Green Canyon. It's a quick drag route at the 39, and he's not going anywhere. They'll give him the 40, but it'll be 4th and 8.
Defense, one more down they need to continue on that streak of stops. And it looks like we'll see what Pleasant Grove elects to do here.
They're going to punt.
They will punt. They have learned their lesson with this Green Canyon defense.
Especially on their own half of the field. They got lucky in this beginning of the 3rd quarter not to give up points on that turnover. Now a high snap is taken down. Nearly blocked again for Green Canyon. Pabst catches this one at the 27. Now cutting to his right. Gets a couple blockers, and he'll squeeze across the 30. This ball will be spotted at the 33. Green Canyon takes over again with 67 yards to go.
Green Canyon with a huge opportunity to continue moving downfield. The defense giving that offense opportunities to get back out onto the field and extend the lead in this game. The offense showing a little bit more life. We'll have to see exactly what is up their sleeve on this drive, but I'm hoping and thinking this might be the drive they break through.
3:45 to play here in the 3rd quarter. It's 10-6 Green Canyon. They've been holding on to that 4-point lead since the 2nd quarter. Now Selman looking for a hole on the left side. He'll maybe get one. They will give him the 34. 2nd and 9. Now Green Canyon, they've been seeing some recent success with the pass, but on many of these offensive possessions, they don't even throw one, Jacob. What do you think the strategy is there?
I'm going to be completely honest with you, Stockton. Coach JT has a plan for this team. I'm not going to speak on their behalf, but from my football knowledge and experience, if that pass game is somewhat working, keep going until you kind of get one of those, until you can acknowledge that this secondary can pick you off or take that ball away, and we'll have to see if they do look at that passing.
They've got Edelmeyer one-on-one on the near side with Wright. Edelmeyer breaks around the left side, but he's got a man open down the right, overran the football. Drage Briggs did not see that one, could not come back to it.
Carter Perry dropped that snap, though, off the ripstock, and I think that might have had a bit of a part to that pass, not being able to make it all the way downfield there for Briggs. And once again, the Wolves in a position here, 3rd and 9, not able to move the chains. We will see what is up the sleeve on this one.
This has been a defensive game by just about every measure. Now here's Perry rolling right off the snap. Good block from Selman. Gives him enough time to get it out to Pabst across the sticks. Snagged by Bryson, a yard over the line to gain. They'll give him the 44. It's a 1st down.
Green Canyon with a buzzer beater there on that drive. Finally, on that last pass possible, gets the 1st down. And Green Canyon will have a fresh set of downs and an opportunity to continue to connect on those passes.
And I got to tell you, man, I love that play because
beautiful.
Bryson Pabst is the kind of guy who's going to make something happen after the catch one of these days. 1st and 10, their own 44. Perry's going to hand this off to Selman, and he gets swarmed at the line. Fired up there. Great pursuit and tackle from Bo Goodman, the senior linebacker.
We've seen him kind of be there on most of those run plays as well, Stockton. Bo in on those plays for Pleasant Grove. The 5'11 linebacker, senior, like you said, being a big part to the run game defense for the Vikings.
Edelmeyer on the near side, this time one-on-one with Dexton Nuttall, the senior corner. A trio offset off to the right for Carter Perry. with a back to his right in the backfield. Now looking left. Quick slant for Edelmeyer. He liked that matchup. Ball comes out, but they are going to say Edelmeyer was down.
Just absolutely ragdolled, though, on that play. I'm surprised there wasn't any sort of unnecessary call there.
No, it's bang enough to me, especially with the ball coming out after the contact with the ground. You can't whistle that.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove looking for an incomplete catch there, but that he definitely did make it down.
So it's going to be 3rd and 2 after the quick slant to Edelmeyer. They got the matchup they wanted. They're going to go right back to that side for Cody. 3 off to the right side, though. Perry's got options, and he has Selman to his left in the backfield.
Took a blitz coming in here.
Yep, they're gonna send 6. Selman's gonna run it up the gut, a yard short, just across midfield. Maybe 2 footballs to go between them and the Sticks. Interesting decision to be made here for JT Tauili. Yeah, I don't see Tanner.
If you're Green Canyon here, you're in the exact same, essentially the exact same position that you just were in. Maybe try to get a jump off sides with only 40 seconds left to play here in the quarter. Again, not sure what's on the play clock at the moment.
Wolves are going to run, and they've got an interesting formation. Again, they've got that triangle in the backfield, a back on either side of Perry with the tailback behind. They're going to hand to the tailback. He's going to punch his way through for the first down. Houston Poremski out of the same formation that resulted in a touchdown. Picks up a first down on 4th and 1. Green Canyon converting, brought to you by Preston Watts Auto Collision. They've been in business 60 years. Next time you crash, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass.
Poremski once again, and looks like Green Canyon is going to run out this clock. 13 seconds left and counting down. And looks like they will take this all the way to the break. Stockton Green Canyon's offense getting a new fresh set of downs going in here to the 4th quarter.
4-point lead for the Wolves after 36 minutes, and I'll tell you what, a field goal would do a whole lot for some breathing room here, Jacob. Take that 4-point lead to 7, especially with the question marks on the extra point for Pleasant Grove. We'll see what happens when we come back. It's 1st and 10 from inside the Pleasant Grove 40. Green Canyon football leading for the first time all season.
Present day all over America. Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, they believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
Need a spotless home, office, or
Welcome back into Pleasant Grove. Final 12 minutes to go here. Green Canyon's got a 1st and 10 on the PG 44. Selman switches off to the left of Carter Perry. Looks like a 4-man rush for PG. They're going to send 5 from the secondary. Oh, Perry, escape artist. Harry Houdini, more like Perry Houdini, up to the 38.
I want to say good one there, Stockton, but not sure.
Grimaced,
Carter Perry there, big run, breaking free of that tackle. Beautiful sight to see as Green Canyon will pick up just about 6 on that run.
From a 6-yard sack to a 6-yard gain in about 2 seconds.
Carter Perry showing his athleticism. Stockton, he had 2 rushing touchdowns in that season opener against Provo earlier in the year. The only 2 touchdowns we saw in that game. Carter Perry, a force to be reckoned with, able to make those off-script plays just like we saw there.
Back on either side for Perry, 2nd down and 4. It's Pabst with the mismatch on the left side. Fake throw, it's a handoff through the middle. They're going to lose a yard. And there's a lot of fighting on the back end of that one as Pabst gets thrown out of bounds, and then they try to tabletop him. Bryson's not going to let that happen. 0-on-0 violence. Bryson, that man plays with the fire of a steam locomotive engine, I'll tell you what. Just burning hot for 48 minutes. That kid wants to hit someone, and he loves getting hit.
We were talking about that over the break, Stockton, and like you said, playing like a steam engine. He is ready to rumble on this one, and we've kind of been seeing them go back and forth there, the DB and the wide receiver there on that far end. We'll see if Carter looks that way.
10.5 to play in the game, 3rd and 5. Bad snap low. Perry gets rid of it quickly. Back towards the ball was Poremski, but he couldn't get his hands underneath it. It'll be 4th down and 5.
Be a flag on the play here.
There is on the far side. That's going to go on Pleasant Grove for what they were doing to Bryson on the far side. Bryson Pabst getting under the skin. Personal foul, face mask on the defense.
We were just kind of talking about that, Stockton, a little jarring going on that far side, and sure enough, it resulted in a 15-yard penalty. And Green Canyon will be in great field position. Coaching staff here on the Pleasant Grove side not super happy with that one, but unfortunately the officials did see it and called it. So Green Canyon will be in great field position here on just about the 29-yard line and an opportunity to put some points on the board.
Looks to be the 24-yard line. It will be. Nose of the football on the 24, just off to the left side of those hash marks. Back on either side for Perry. 2 receivers outright. Bryson Pabst by himself on the left. Another bad snap, though, as Perry's just going to have to duck and cover. That's going to be a loss of 2. Back to the 27. Center was a position of question when we talked to JT about 3 weeks ago, Jacob, and starting to show up a little bit late in this one.
Yeah, that in question there, Stockton, like you said. 2 things were in question, that center and that QB battle. Stockton, looks like that QB battle is kind of starting to slow down. Carter Perry's sort of solidifying himself
Perry's
going
taken every
in.
snap for Green Canyon since the second half of the Provo game.
Exactly, solidifying himself going into that region play game we're expecting here next week at home in North Logan.
It'll be Stansbury, by the way, on the 5th. We've had 2 great games against Stansbury
Exactly.
the last 2 years. Excited for that one. Perry on the left side, hash mark, 2nd and 12, looking to throw off to his right. He's going to launch one towards the sideline. That one was high and almost taken in by Cody Edelmeyer. Lots of contact, no flag. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Yeah,
this is a makeable field goal for Tanner Holt, no doubt. I think the smart play here might be run something up the middle, pick up a couple yards, and just make it that much more makeable for Tanner, because you get inside the 25, I don't think you have to worry about it.
That play was read very well by PG, as well as Carter Perry almost kind of telegraphed that ball. As soon as that ball was snapped, his hip opened up here to that near side and was laser focused on that side. The Vikings were all over that one, and that pass got broken up.
3rd and 12. Selman off to the left of Carter Perry, 3 receivers to his right. He's going to look to throw. Now rolls off to his left. Down the sideline, too high. Pabst could not get to it. Extra contact and extra chatter on the far side from Pleasant Grove's number 0, who's drawn 2 flags on this drive. I think I might rethink the chatter.
Absolutely. A lot of chatter. You're seeing him just kind of barking that way at Pabst. But Green Canyon going to
elect going to be 4th and 12.
Goal. They are going to elect for a field goal here. I wonder how far.
44 yards.
44. It's a big one.
So 4 yards shorter than the one that was missed at the end of the first half. This time Holt, no real breeze to speak of from the left hash mark. High snap, good hold. The kick is up. The kick is well through.
That one would have made it Stockton earlier if they were kicking on that side. A 44-yard field goal there for Tanner Holtz, and he is fired up there on that Green Canyon sideline with 9:17 left to play. Green Canyon up now by 7. And Stockton, I wonder what Tanner's longest field goal he's had in high school. Do you have any off the top of your head?
I think 44 is probably right about it. I can't remember what his longest was last year, but that neighborhood sounds about correct. Like I was saying, he's hitting 50-plus yarders in camp, but when you have guys bearing down on you, the snap and the hold aren't perfect. It's not on a tee. Things are a little different, but he drilled that one. That would have been good from probably 49. Kickoff for Green Canyon from the far side, hash marks. This is going to sail into the end zone. Green Canyon again. No return possibilities for the opponents. And how the defense has been playing today, that's no use trying to pin them inside the 20. It's been hard enough to get 30.
Yeah, getting a fresh set of downs has proved challenging tonight for these Pleasant Grove Vikings. And the offense will be back out here. We'll see We've been noticing Ybarra has not been coming out for that first snap.
It's Wolfgram again.
There he is, and he has gloves on, so we can probably expect to see a run here.
It is Ybarra, though.
Yeah, there he is.
With Wolfgram to his right. So Ybarra takes the snap, fakes the handoff, pulls it to throw. Over the middle, might have a man. Great coverage.
Beautiful. Beautiful coverage there by the Green Canyon secondary.
Jackson Calderwood, the senior.
Right over the top there of that Pleasant Grove receiver. Looks like that will be number 24, Ryder Huntsman. And Pleasant Grove is moving quickly.
Ybarra 2nd and 10. This time just looking to throw straight off the snap. It's dropped again. Paps is going to get away with no flag on that one. His momentum taking us through the intended target, and Wheatley helping him up. That's one of my favorite things about Eli Wheatley and the Wheatley family in general, because Will was like this a couple years ago too. These guys are terrifying when the ball is snapped. As soon as the whistle blows, nicest guy you'll ever meet. We call that the Grady Jarrett build back in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah. 9:06 remaining in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 10. Ybarra looking over the middle. Now he's going to have to scramble through the middle. Scoots off to the right, gets across the 20, only picks up a yard, and he gets drilled.
That might be the biggest hit of the season that we've seen this Green Canyon defense deliver. Absolutely smoked there was Ybarra.
And guess who it was?
Who was it,
Big
Stockton?
Eli Wheatley, baby.
That genuinely, I think, might have been the biggest hit this season by this Green Canyon defense.
That's as good of a form tackle as you'll see at this level.
And just stopping the momentum there for Pleasant Grove. And they are going to be forced to punt here on 4th and 8 at the 22. Only picking up 2 yards there on that drive.
Low snap, taken in, low punt. This one's going to bounce hard in front of the 50. And Bryson's not going to touch it. It'll only be a 53-yard field for Green Canyon. I tell you what, there's a lot of talent offensively for Pleasant Grove when it comes to running the ball. Ybarra's got a great arm. He just doesn't have the receiver core he needs. And then when you look into some of the special teams units and some of the unsung heroes of the football game, Pleasant Grove really lacking at some of those critical under-the-radar positions, and punter is certainly one of them.
Punter is one of those, Stockton. Like we said, that linebacker being listed as their punter currently right now, and it's a benefit to Green Canyon. They have an opportunity here on the offensive end to continue improving and going down the field.
Perry's going to hand this off up the middle for Selman. He'll get back to the line no further, which is not the worst thing in the world. Clock down to 8:10 and counting.
Green Canyon just needing a fresh set of downs here.
Pleasant Grove also forced to use that timeout early in the third quarter, so if they do make a run late in this quarter, they'll have one less timeout to work with. Green Canyon obviously in control of the tempo of this game going forward.
And that's where Green Canyon needs to be right now, up by just about a score, a touchdown score here. Some more points on the board would not hurt anything. We'll see if they revert back to that passing or if they're going to keep trying to run the ball.
2nd and 10. This time another handoff around the right edge. Jenkins with a good read to get around a couple blockers. PG some extra pushing and shoving at the bottom of the pile once again, trying to draw a fumble. Officials not fooled. And it's going to be 3rd down and 8 from the 49.
1 yard gain there on the run by Green Canyon. And I wonder if the Wolves will elect here to pass this guy.
Clock still running, by the way, less than 7 to play, 6:55 as Green Canyon breaks the huddle. 3rd down and 8, a yard behind midfield. Pleasant Grove set to send 6. They are going to send all 6. Quick throw out to the outside. Edelmeyer didn't know where the sticks were, though. Ran that route 3 yards short. And the clock will stop. Green Canyon's got a 4th and 3 at the PG 46. Looks like they're going to keep the offense out there, though.
It looks like Coach JT will keep the offense out there, and I like that call.
I bet I know the formation, too. It's going to be Selman on one side of Carter Perry. On the other side of Carter Perry, it's going to be Braxton Atkinson, and then Micah Jenkins is going to line up as a tailback and try and use his body to run this across the line. No, it's going to be Houston Peremski in the backfield. I should have known that. It's only what they've been doing all night. Perry, hard count. Got a flinch on the near side. No one breaking the plane. 6:40 to play in this one. Still hard count coming from Perry. We've got a flag now deep in the secondary. And I believe it's going to be a delay of game on Green Canyon.
I just have no idea how they know.
Yeah, there's no physical, visible play clock from where we are sitting. And I've looked in every corner of this stadium. It's got to be just a count in the head of the official, but they better be counting out loud so your quarterbacks know what's going on.
I think that play right there was kind of drawn up to try to jump off sides and set up some more room here for Green Canyon on the punt.
100%.
And they're going to have a couple of yards down the field.
Holt will punt this one away from his own 37. Got all of his foot behind that one. It's going to land right at the 16 and bounce left. Now spinning back towards the 20. It'll roll all the way to the sideline and be downed at the 17 by the Wolves. 6:32 to play in the game. Pleasant Grove trails by 7. It's 13-6. Green Canyon had Houston Peremski with a 1-yard rush on their first offensive possession of the game. 2 field goals since then, but both of these teams, no offensive touchdowns in about 36 minutes now.
I'm going to be completely honest with you, Stockton, there. That is probably one of the least things you want to have happen on that drive if you're the Green Canyon offense. 4 in, 4 out, or 3 up, 3 out for them.
Quick throw off to the right side. Designed slot screen for Pleasant Grove. They are going to break that for a couple yards. Now around the left edge, Green Canyon secondary crashing in to help. Bryson Paps finally gets him in pursuit at the 34. And a rare first down off a first down for Pleasant Grove.
And finally some life to really either of these offenses here, Stockton. That big run there for PG gets them down the field for that first down. And whistles do fly, and it looks like Pleasant Grove, looks like they might have called a timeout.
I'd have to imagine that's the call here. Not seeing anyone injured on the field.
Looks like the official or Green Canyon's team is, oh, there is somebody injured right here in front of the huddle on the sideline. I think it might be a Green Canyon Wolf as well.
Oh, it is.
Almost got missed there. That play almost started, Stockton.
Yeah, and the whole PG bench is still standing around him, which you don't do. You give him space and you take a knee. All right. Now the coaches will finally wave the players back. Only took them a couple minutes. Who is that down there? It was Bryson in pursuit. He had someone else helping him. But I'm not sure that that's Bryson down on the field.
Looks
Whoever
like
it is, they are still.
Their leg is up.
Oh, it's a cramp. They're getting stretched out down there. It's been a humid week. I imagine that has something to do with it.
I mean, I'm used to it, but
you and me both.
The dry air up here in Utah, humid, some storms out.
Yeah,
there were some clouds down south a little bit more.
It rained a bit while I was playing at Hobble Creek earlier. It was Bryson that was down. He was cramping up on that left leg, I believe. He is putting weight on it and limping it off, but he's going to have to come off for a play or two. I got to say, respect to the PG players that are down on a knee here on the sideline, but there were about 12 Pleasant Grove Vikings just circling Bryson, standing above him while he's down hurt on the field. I don't know what you were taught playing team sports, but if an opponent gets hurt, you move away and you take a knee.
Lessons learned for both squads, but PG is set up here for a 1st and 10 after that pretty good run. Everybody's lined up. Bryson Papp still hobbling off the field here.
6:14 to play in this one. It's 1st and 10. Vikings on their own 33. Still trailing by 7. Ibarra's got 2 backs to his left. Now motions across the formation. Nice pitch. Excellent shovel. And a great play design is going to break open the field for Pleasant Grove all the way up to the 50 on the carry. Ryder Huntsman. That's football right there. I like that play.
Beautifully executed from Ibarra out there to the runner on the play, and that was beautiful. That was beautifully executed.
Excellent no-look backhanded pitch there. Now he's going to fake the handoff, throw quickly out right to Huntsman. Huntsman beats one. He'll get wrapped up 7 yards from the line.
Okay,
they'll actually give him 8.
Okay, now this is where Pleasant Grove is starting to find a groove on offense. This Green Canyon defense needs to hold their ground, do what they've been doing all game, and stop this team. A score is not what you need here with 5:25 left to play.
Clock still running. Ibarra with a back to his right. Taking the snap, looking to the right to throw, pulls it down. Now he's under pressure. There's a flag down in the backfield. Green Canyon might get bailed out here as Ibarra takes off into the red zone and goes down to the 3. What's the flag?
Yeah, it looks like number...
Pleasant Grove pleading with the official back at the 45. It is going to go against the Vikings. It's a hold on the offense.
That is brutal. A tough
40-yard run from Ibarra gets wiped out by a 10-yard hold. They'll go back behind midfield. 2nd and 12.
A tough break there for Pleasant Grove. Green Canyon, a good break for them, an opportunity to slow down this aggressiveness from the PG offense. And
I'll tell you
that
what,
was brutal.
There have been 5 or 6 plays tonight that Pleasant Grove could have had a 2-score lead, and instead, flags, either during the play or after the play, have brought that back, as well as a couple huge drops in wide open space from the receivers. Film study is going to be a nightmare for these boys.
Yeah, the Pleasant Grove fans and student section letting them know their displeasure with that call, but it has been made, and Green Canyon is back.
Fake handoff, it's a keeper this time. Through the middle, crashing through several bodies. That'll be a gain of 8 up to the 45. It'll make it 3rd down and 5. Wolfgram has been doing great out of the Wildcat, taking those direct snaps. At 75% of the 5+ yard plays for Pleasant Grove have come when the ball is snapped directly to Wolfgram. That's obviously a rough estimate. I don't have the exact number in front of me. High school football doesn't have live stats.
Imagine.
3rd and 5. Ibarra pulls this one down, had Wolfgram around the right edge. He's going to slide down a yard short of the sticks.
That is kind of a brain fart almost there, Stockton, a yard short.
That just tells me he's gotten hit one too many times.
Yeah, no, Green Canyon.
You're down by 7 with 4 minutes to go, and you're not fighting for that first down.
Green Canyon's bringing that physicality, though, today, Stockton, so I don't doubt him on that one, as he does, again, goes down a full yard short, but I'm expecting maybe another keeper here or a quick pass.
By himself in the backfield. Motion across the back of the formation. It is a keeper for Ibarra. He does get the first down and slides down at the 34. Ooh. Flag comes in on a late hit there on Ibarra, and then shoves from Pleasant Grove is going to cancel that flag out. I'm not sure I agree with the first flag, because there's, how are you supposed to stop a 25, like not a 25, 175-pound human being on a dime?
Yeah,
They're going to talk about this one, because there is a flag there for the late hit.
The official inside the play threw that first flag. The second flag thrown from a line judge, probably seeing some of the aftermarket activities.
Now, props to PG for protecting the quarterback. You never let your quarterback get hit too hard without some scuffling.
So they did pick up, looks like, that second flag. It'll be a personal foul on Green Canyon.
Wow.
And they will not cancel
out. Green Canyon's
out.
coaching staff is beside themselves. JT and one of his assistants following that side judge all the way down there. I strongly disagree with that.
I think,
again, it's all momentum. How are you supposed to stop half a yard shy from a guy that's sliding?
Green Canyon letting him know about that one, but this defense needs to dial it back in, play that sound defense that we've seen from them all game, and not let this one get away.
Yeah, pick up both or don't pick up either, but I don't like that. Now Ibarra fakes the handoff, rolls right, fakes the screen, cuts back on a couple tacklers, and he will pick up 2 to the 16. That's going to make it 2nd down and 8 yards to go with 3.5 to play here in Pleasant Grove. The clock is still running. PG needs a touchdown and an extra point to tie this thing up.
Green Canyon.
I have to imagine if they get in the end zone, they're going for 2.
Green Canyon, yeah, I mean, that we haven't seen any field goal attempts today from Pleasant Grove. And if you're Green Canyon, you're thinking stop in 4 downs here. They need a stop here. They just need one. That's basically where they're at this point.
Motion across the back of the formation. Clock down to 3 minutes left here in Pleasant Grove. Under center snap, fakes the handoff, looking to roll right and throw short. Gets it right into the hands of his intended target, but they're going to call that incomplete. off the sideline. 3rd and 8 coming up.
Green Canyon again needing a stop here. Pick up that QB run that we've seen work so well for the Vikings so far and not let them get those yards downfield. Keep that pressure on, bring those hard tackles in, and we'll see what Green Canyon is able to do here with 2:52 left to play.
Looks like the Vikings are going to bring in Cohen Voss to run the ball. 5'11 junior, and now we've got to jump on Green Canyon.
That is exactly what Green Canyon did not need there.
That's going to take it from 3rd and 8 to 3rd and 3 at the 12.
That is brutal. If you're Green Canyon there, that is a play you don't want to have happen, but the defense still showing out here. Stockton still a lot more left to play.
Critical stand here for Green Canyon's defense on 3rd and 3 from their own 11-yard line. Clock is stopped at 2:52. Play call coming in from the PG sideline as Ibarra is looking for the play call. Now makes a motion across the backfield. They've been setting the play up for a long time. Now it's going to be a designed rollout for Ibarra looking left, and he is sacked.
There you go.
Loss of 3, back to the 14 will make it 4th down. And 6 to go. Eli Wheatley. Who could have seen that coming? Probably me, because Eli's been back there all night.
Yeah, Eli Wheatley there again for the defensive stop on Green Canyon. One more down still to go. That QB sneak, that reverse, that little trickery handoff play has been working well for PG. They need to recognize that here.
This is the game. 2:15 to go, 4th and 6, inside the red zone for the Vikings. They've got 2 timeouts left. Ibarra's going to roll right, looking towards the goal line, throws it at the goal line. It's dropped.
No, it's caught.
No, they're going to say caught at the 3.
I think that was caught there, Stockton, right into the hands of...
And all the coaching staff for Green Canyon saying that clearly hit the turf. The official not listening.
Oh,
1st and goal at the 3. That looked like it went off the hands and into the turf to me, but we are pretty far from the play.
We are very far from that play. Oh, man.
Boy, oh, boy. Minute 52 to go. Clock is still running. Ibarra's got it back to his right. Takes the snap. He's going to run up the middle. No, excuse me, that's Wolfgram looking for the end zone. Stuffed at the 1. They're going to get him down at the 1.
Pleasant Grove is just going to go for that QB sneak, Stockton, I think, for these next 2 or 3 tries.
90 seconds to play.
2 or 3 tries. I'm just expecting more QB rushes here, Stockton. That's the only thing that can guarantee this PG team any yards. But Green Canyon needs to use our physicality, beat through this line.
Ibarra's not even on the field. This is going to be a run. Minute 15. Wolfgram to the right, trying to cut back through the middle. No signal yet.
They're going to call him short.
They are. Green Canyon's got the ball on the back end of that, too. No gain.
I wonder what play's coming here.
3rd and goal. Half of football to go. 50 seconds remaining in the game. This...
Timeout.
And it is going to be a timeout for Pleasant Grove.
Oh, man.
Their second of the half with 45 seconds remaining. They trail by 7. It's 13-6 Green Canyon. We're going to take a quick break here. When we come back, this could go either way, Jacob. I'm keeled over. We'll be right back on 100.9 Light FM at Cache Valley Daily.
It done right. Fast, reliable, detailed. Call 435-361-5130. That's 435-361-5130. Shine with the pros at Mountain Shine.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young Automotive Group's Cache Valley dealerships, it's our privilege to call Logan home. We not only work to provide you with an exceptional customer experience, but take care of the community. We're committed to driving Logan forward. Visit Young Automotive in Logan today.
The Wolves have been punched in the mouth twice in a row to start the season, and now we've got a flag on PG. On 3rd and goal, it's a false start at the 1. They're going back to the 6.
Oh, man. What a break.
How many times have they done that to themselves tonight?
The crowd hollering at the boys down there. That is a tough, tough break if I've ever seen one.
The ball is a quarter of a football away from the 5-yard line. That's how close they were to the goal line. Now they set back 5 yards. 3rd and goal from the 5. Here's Ibarra back in the game. This could be a throw. He's got Wolfgram off to his right. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking at the goal line, looking for the fade. Back corner. They called the touchdown. He never got a foot down, and they called it a touchdown.
Green Canyon coach is beside himself, waving out of bounds. That is
an unbelievably poor call. Both feet in the air, both his back shoulders hit out of bounds, never had a foot in, and they call it a touchdown. We're an extra point from a tie game. I can't believe it.
Green Canyon needs to watch themselves. The coaches need to be a little careful there. They don't draw a penalty.
They do, but they're right. And it looks like we're going to see a field goal for PG. An actual extra point with 40 seconds left.
Is it going to be a fake, though?
It could be.
Insane.
I am beside myself with that touchdown call. Here's the snap, hold, kick. Blocked! Oh! Green Canyon blocked it! Bryson Pabst! A pleasant night in Pleasant Grove.
Oh, man, Stockton. And there's flags flying on the play.
They'll take the celebration flag 10 times out of 10.
That is insane.
Give them the 15 yards and the win.
That is insane, Stockton. Green Canyon coming up big and blocking the extra point attempt. The officials are going to talk this over, but Green Canyon, if this holds, will walk away here with a 1 point gain.
That is a post-whistle flag. It will not change. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a replay on that. Oh, man, just
missed it.
Touch late on that.
And that is insane for...
Wow. 41 seconds remaining in this one. PG just one timeout. Green Canyon can kneel this ball to bed.
Looks like I'm expecting to see a onside kick here, of course, from Pleasant Grove. And an opportunity for them. But
it is going to be a sideline violation against Green Canyon, so the kickoff's going to come from the 50. And now PG is going to have to try and keep this out of the end zone, because if this goes for a touchback, the game's over.
The Vikings with one timeout remaining if Green Canyon remains in possession. And they will be kicking off from the 45-yard line, expecting to see an onside kick, not a single Green Canyon player down the field.
Yep. So it's a 5-yard penalty for the sideline violation for Green Canyon. The kick's going to come from the 45. And the Wolves are going to call their first time out of the half.
Wow.
With 9 bodies lined up along that opposite 45. Jacob, I need you to let me catch my breath for a second,
buddy.
Take
a second, Stockton. And yes, that is right. Green Canyon just blocking that extra point attempt to tie the game. The first time we've seen the kicking team on special teams roll out here for the Vikings. And, of course, it does get blocked there by Green Canyon. The defense coming up strong. The sideline going wild. A 5-yard penalty here on the kickoff. We're going to expect to see an onside kick here from Pleasant Grove. But if this holds, Green Canyon coming up big.
All you have to do if you're Green Canyon is fall on the football. As soon as this ball hits turf, the clock will start running. As soon as you fall on the ball, it'll be under 40 seconds. Pleasant Grove with just one timeout will be able to stop the clock once, but then Green Canyon can kneel on 2nd and 12 for the game. It's all about the fundamentals, Jacob.
Fundamentals of football. We've seen this special teams work wonders.
Carter Perry's back at the 22, just in case this squeaks through. That's interesting.
Fast guy down there.
For a quarterback that's taken as much punishment as he has tonight, kind of surprised to see him on the kick return team. And now we've got our final timeout, I think, called by PG.
Interesting timeout taken there by PG.
Or is that Green Canyon's second?
That will be Green Canyon's second.
I think they're just trying to scare the kicker. Remember, onside kick rules, this ball must roll on the ground or fly through the air at least 10 yards from the spot of the kick, so it has to get to the opposite 45. Ideally, it'll stop on the 44 on the opposite side of the field, and Pleasant Grove can come in and hit some blocks for their kicker to fall on it. We saw that a couple times from Pat McAfee.
Yeah, we'll see what Pleasant Grove has to offer here. And we'll see who's coming out to kick as well, Stockton. I know we haven't had a kicker listed essentially on their roster yet. It's a tricky situation to be in if you haven't been training in this position.
This is the game. One of these teams is going to leave heartbroken tonight. And I'll tell you what, it's not for a lack of effort. Both these teams have played their hearts out. A big thank you to Pleasant Grove, their fans, staff, players, for having us down tonight, putting us in the booth. Really appreciate it when a road team gives us that kind of hospitality. High bounce off of a Green Canyon fingertip, but we had a timeout called by Pleasant Grove right as that one was hit. It was hit way too hard to be recovered anyway. So
man.
PG gets away with a bad onside kick there.
Another break there once again. Another timeout. Just mind games going on. That's going to be the last timeout for Pleasant Grove here tonight. So if they do retain possession, they're going to have under 40 seconds to make anything happen. But Green Canyon trying their hardest to remain in possession of this ball on the kickoff. And what a moment there, Stockton. We got to share one of the highlight moments of the season thus far for Green Canyon. That blocked extra points is going to be in the memories, win or lose here tonight. And Pleasant Grove getting set back up. I wonder if Green Canyon will call their final timeout as well. That would be kind of funny.
Here we go. It looks like the kicker for Pleasant Grove on this onside attempt, number 44, that one's going to roll across. It was recovered by Bryson Paps, but the timeout was called by Green Canyon again. Why? I'm kind of confused as to why we keep calling timeouts in the middle of the onside kick. Green Canyon's recovered 2 of them now, and that time they burned themselves calling a timeout, Jacob.
Yeah, Stockton, I was upstairs during that one, and I called that before I left, so I'm going to give myself some props for that. But either way, this will be the final kick of the evening. Both teams running through their timeouts, and what a wild, wild series of events.
It's been a roller coaster in Pleasant Grove, that's for sure. And you would have asked me a week ago how this game was going to go. I wouldn't have told you it was going to be this. But man, are we thrilled that it is.
Made those improvements that we were kind of harping on a little bit, maybe almost too much last week, Stockton, but made those improvements.
And we said at the end of the broadcast, too, look, if we're frustrated, how do you think JT feels?
Exactly.
He was going to get his team in shape, and man, has he done that. There's also just nothing like yelling Bryson at the end of a big play to end the game. We did it against Skyview last year, and we got it this time. Now, here we go. This is the real onside kick. Into the ground. It's a soft one. It'll be caught by Bryson. He falls down on the ground. Green Canyon's got the ball. The clock is under 40-39, and Green Canyon will win the football game.
Under 39 even. That's going to do it. Green Canyon will win their first game of the season against Pleasant Grove here.
The former 6A. Down to a 5A, and Green Canyon does it.
Green Canyon does it. Comes in to Pleasant Grove's house and takes the W. Green Canyon looking like a completely different team today than what we have seen from them throughout the season. Some major improvements have been made over these past few weeks, and they're getting ready to go into region play, Stockton, and they are looking fresh for it.
Victory formation for the Wolves. Perry takes the first and E. We've used all our timeouts, and that's the ball game.
That will do it. Once again, Green Canyon, your final score, Green Canyon 13, Pleasant Grove 12. And again, Green Canyon will move to 1-2 on the season. As for Pleasant Grove, they'll move to 0-3 going into their region play. A fantastic performance we have seen tonight from Green Canyon, making those improvements as needed. Been a lot of fun to watch, Stockton.
13-12, your final from here in Pleasant Grove. A pleasant night for the Green Canyon Wolves. Their first of the season. They move to 1-2 heading into 4A Region 11 play. Next Friday night, September 5th, Jacob, at 7 p.m. as they host the Stansbury Stallions for their home opener. Boy, has it been a long 3 weeks away from home, but Green Canyon with the payoff at the end of the road trip. Jacob, we'll go ahead and take a break here for a second and collect our final thoughts. Stay with us here on 100.9 Light FM and Cache Valley Daily. Your post-game coverage brought to you by Cache Valley Daily, coming right up.
Shirts and creates graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Amazing colors and designs that seem to jump off the t-shirt. Go to GreatBasinGraphics.com.
Great Basin Graphics. We made you look.
Green Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
When your car starts making that uh-oh noise, bring it to Cache Valley Auto Care. They speak fluent clunk and squeal. They'll fix it right without upselling things you don't need. Cache Valley Auto Care, behind Home Depot on 200 East in Logan.
From day one, right down the street, to present day, all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
Coach JT Tauili may have lost 2 games in a row for the first time in his stint at Green Canyon last week, but he wasn't going to make it 3 in a row. That's for dang sure. Bryson Pabst getting the job done at the end of the game, blocking the potential tying extra point. We got pretty excited about that one, Jacob. I feel like I'm going to feel that in my throat tomorrow during Aggie game day. But what a night here down in Pleasant Grove, and wrapping up the Utah County road trips with a win is certainly going to make the drive home tonight a little bit sweeter.
A lot more fun there. A 1-point victory for Green Canyon, taking down the 5A, recently 6A, but now 5A team of the Pleasant Grove Vikings, 12-13. Stockton, this game was back and forth essentially throughout the game, but Green Canyon kind of dominated essentially the entire time here tonight. Put up a great defensive outing, some of the best defense we've seen from them all season. And again, this team is known for their defense, and seeing that here tonight is just warming, I'm sure, to everybody's hearts as well. A win's a win in that win book, Stockton, and it's been a lot of fun to watch.
A big thank you to Adams Wealth Advisors for powering your video experience for Green Canyon football this evening and all season long. Adams Wealth Advisors want to understand your family, job, hobbies, and goals, earning your financial trust to help you succeed. Visit adamswealthadvisors.com to schedule a time with an advisor today. We do have one superlative that we've got to knock off. It's your Napa Auto Parts best part of the game, Jacob. I don't think that one's up for debate.
Not at all. That blocked field goal from the Green Canyon special teams, extra points, that sealed the game. This game would have been tied going into overtime, but Green Canyon defense once again putting on a masterclass, blocking that field goal. We see there a lot of fun. That is by far the best part of this game today, Stockton.
100% correct. Your Napa Auto Parts best part of the game goes to Bryson Pabst with a blocked extra point to wrap this one up for Green Canyon. And I got to be honest, I was shocked to see them bring out the extra point team. I thought it was going to be a 2-point conversion, maybe losing some confidence in that squad from the failed 2-point conversion after the pick 6. But at home, chance to win the game, I feel like going for 2 is the call there.
Not bring out your kicking team at all for any sort of field goal attempts all night, and then you do it in the most critical part of the game.
And he hits it too low into the block.
Exactly. So essentially, we kind of saw that throughout the game from this PG sideline. Some questionable play calling, I guess you could say, Stockton. A little rough on kind of what we're seeing there. Just some interesting things on maybe why certain plays were called in that final minutes of the game.
A big thank you as well to a sponsor of Region 11 football all the way across Cache Valley. Cache Valley Daily, the home of our production, the home of all your Region 11 sports throughout the year. You can download the CVD app for replays and photo galleries of the latest games like tonight's, plus local news and information about what's going on in our community. We also want to give a nod, a shout-out, and a well wishes to the families of the police officers that were killed in Tremont last week. We talked about that briefly, you and I, Jacob, at the soccer game last night for Utah State. The funerals for those 2 officers were held in Logan at the Spectrum yesterday and this morning. with law enforcement officers coming from all around the country to support and show strength to that family in this time of need. One of the things that I love about Cache Valley, and I said this on game day a lot, I'm going to continue to say it this year, but excuse me, the community makes this valley for sure. And the people in the community have done such a great job of responding to this tragedy and being there for our fellow community members. I implore you all to keep doing so and keep those families in your thoughts and prayers this evening, this weekend, and as we go through the rest of this year. But for Jacob Pitcher, I'm Stockton Jukes on behalf of Cache Valley Daily. Green Canyon gets the job done 13-12 in Pleasant Grove, moving to 1-2, and they'll head home with a win under their belt to host Stansbury on September 5th at 7 p.m. a week from tonight. One more bit of business for you all. Next week in North Logan, I will be joined by my Aggie Game Day co-host J.D. Walker in the booth to help cover that Stansbury game, as Jacob's going to be taking off to check out the Utah State Aggies back at Texas A&M in College Station. Can't really blame you.
Going out, man, it's going to be go Aggies versus Aggies down south, back home from Houston. So it's going to be pretty awesome to see.
So tune in for JD and I on Friday, September 5th, just before 7 p.m. for your pregame show. Aggie football fans, though, you can tune in tomorrow at 3:30 afternoon on KVNU 102.1 FM, 6:10 a.m. for Aggie Game Day. Year 2 getting kicked off tomorrow. Utah State hosting the University of Texas at El Paso. The Miners coming to town to open Utah State's season. 5:30 kick in the Battle Cattle helmets. It's going to be a great weekend for football. For Jacob Pitcher, I'm Stockton Jukes, Green Canyon. The 1-point win. 1 point is enough. Have a great night.
This Green Canyon Wolves broadcast has been a presentation of 100.9 Light FM.